Welcome back to Ultra Ride Zone, where we dive into the rides that turn everyday drives into epic stories. Listen up, gearheads, if you've been wondering what's next for the king of compact SUVs, Toyota just dropped a bombshell that's got everyone buzzing. The 2026 RAV4 is here, fully redesigned and going all in on hybrids, blending bold looks with brainy tech that could straight up redefine this segment. We're talking more power, smarter features, and that Toyota reliability cranked to 11. It's the kind of update that makes you want to trade in your current ride ASAP. But hold your horses, let's break it down step by step, because this one's packed with surprises. Important note before we continue, the intel we're rolling with today comes from Toyota's official reveal, early prototypes, and those fresh industry previews that hit just a few months back. The 6th Gen RAV4 is set to hit lots early next year. But as always with new models, there might be some final tweaks before production ramps up. We're thrilled with the direction, but treat this as our sharpest prediction yet. Official confirmations from Toyota will lock it all in. For over a decade, the RAV4's been America's top-selling SUV, blending practicality with that go-anywhere vibe that keeps families and adventurers coming back. But how do you evolve a legend without messing with the formula? Toyota's nailed it by making every 2026 model a hybrid or plug-in hybrid, no more pure gas engines, which amps up efficiency and punch while keeping that familiar footprint. It's like they took the best of the 2025's balanced ride and said, let's make it greener, meaner, and way more connected. And from the jump, you can see the glow-up in the design. Spot one on the street, and you'll do a double take. The 2026 RAV4 rocks a bolder, blockier stance inspired by the latest Camry and Grand Highlander, with a flatter grille and sleeker LED headlights that give it this tough, truck-like edge without going overboard. .86 at 32 trims are grouped into core for everyday vibes like Lin XLE, rugged for the woodland that's adventure-ready, and sport for XSE, and the all-new GR Sport that screams performance with two-tone paint and red accents. E64 E9E. New colors like Urban Rock or Meteor Shower add that fresh pop, and the whole thing sits on the same wheelbase as before but feels more planted, way more athletic than the Cuvia 2025, yet still approachable for city runs or weekend getaways. It's got that urgency, like it's begging you to hop in and explore, but what's fueling this beast? The heart of the matter, the powertrain, where Toyota's betting big on electrification to keep you grinning at the pump. Every RAV4 now packs a 2.5-liter four-cylinder hybrid setup, dishing out 226 horsepower in front-wheel drive, finally an FWD option, or 236 horses with all-wheel drive. That's a solid bump from the 219 in last year's AWD hybrid. BEV-to-0 the plug-in hybrid? Up to 320 horsepower, with an estimated 50 miles of pure electric range, 8 more than before, and even DC fast charging on select trims like XSE. 37 ED7 fuel economy predictions hover around 38 to 41 miles per gallon combined for the hybrid, matching or edging out the 2025, meaning fewer fill-ups on those cross-country hauls from LA to Vegas or Toronto to the Rockies. D221BF. It's seamless, quiet, and responsive, no lag, just that instant torque that makes merging feel effortless. Compared to older models, it's a power leap that doesn't sacrifice the smooth ride Toyota's known for. But here's the thrill, can this eco-warrior handle the dirt when pavement ends? You bet it can, especially in the revamped Woodland trim that's turning heads for off-road fans. Standard all-wheel drive across most models, but Woodland steps it up with all-terrain tires for extra ground clearance, rigid LED fog lamps, and a 3D multi-terrain monitor that lets you peek at the path ahead like a virtual scout. .92 AA5. A towing hits up to 3,500 pounds on some AWD setups, perfect for hauling a small camper or bikes to the trails. .31331E. It's not a full-on rock crawler, but for light off-roading, like muddy backroads in the UK countryside or sandy paths in the Philippines, it's got that confident grip with modes for snow, mud, or sand. Versus the 2025 Woodland, it's more refined, with better traction tech that makes those let's take the scenic route decisions way less risky. And after conquering the wild, slipping back into civilization feels even sweeter when you hit the cabin. Step inside, and it's like Toyota built a rolling tech lounge, smarter and more comfy than ever. Every trim now rocks a standard 10.5-inch touchscreen, up from the 2025's 8-inch base, with an optional 12.9-inch beast for that cinematic NAV experience. CDB9A4. A 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster is standard too, showing everything from energy flow to your next turn, all wrapped in updated Softex upholstery that's soft and durable. .08B161 wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are baked in, plus Toyota's latest Safety Sense 4.0 with upgrades like intersection alerts and automatic braking. AE74D5. Cargo's still generous at about 37 cubic feet behind the seats, expanding to 69 folded, plenty for gear without skimping on rear legroom. It's quieter and more premium than past gens, with ambient lighting and heated seats on higher trims that make long drives feel like a treat. But the real question burning, how does all this stack up when the bill comes? Pricing's where it gets practical and exciting because Toyota's keeping it competitive. Estimates kick off around $30,000 for the base Elite hybrid, climbing to mid-40s for loaded XSE or Woodland, and maybe $50,000 for the top GR Sport PHEV.F7 BF9C. That's a slight bump from the 2025 starting point, thanks to the hybrid-only lineup, but the fuel savings could pay it back quick, especially with that potential 39 miles per gallon combined .4604cc. It's value packed against rivals, holding onto that resale crown Toyota's famous for. So, with bolder design, hybrid hustle, trail smarts, tech-loaded insides, and smart pricing, is this the RAV4 that cements SUV's electric future? But hang on, with the GR Sport adding that sporty twist and PHEV pushing boundaries, could this spark a hybrid revolution, or leave room for competitors to strike back? That's the cliffhanger we'll be unpacking as real-world tests drop. Closing reminder, this is all based on the latest previews and specs, super promising stuff, but stay tuned for Toyota's full official rollout to confirm the nitty-gritty. When those production details and drive impressions hit, we'll be your go-to for the updates, no doubt. If you've ridden with me this far, tell me in the comments, hybrid only a win, or do you miss the gas option? And which trim's calling your name, the rugged Woodland for adventures or the zippy GR Sport? If this first look fired you up, don't bounce yet. Check out my deep dive on the 2026 Honda CR-V, because the compact SUV battle is heating up fast. Links right there on screen. Hit play and let's keep the vibes rolling. Thanks for hanging out, stay geared up, stay exploring, and I'll see you soon right here on Ultra Ride Zone.